welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in as always. Thanks for all the subscriptions, likes, comments, etc, etc, discussions, all very much appreciated. Anyway, today we are doing FOS autumnal stroke coming into winter mega clean and protect, and she's getting everything. So we're going in with Auto Smart Red 7, albeit it's in a built hamper bottle. That's all I had to hand. This is very good, been a long-term favourite of mine. A little bit of Surfex HD mixed up weak in here just to help agitate and get the wheels moving forward. And we're going to go in with re-tyre, get the tyres looking lovely, and we'll get them treated with dark side and pearl later. And then I am going in with Auto Smart TARDIS tar and glue, and a very weak mixture of citrus pre-wash in the IK multi-sprayer. And then we're going in with autoglym Polar Blast, Polar Wash and Polar Seal. Can't go wrong with that, easy. And that's being delivered obviously by the Mjjc foam cannon. Just still using the lowly K2. Buckets at the ready. Oh yeah, backup wheel cleaner, a very weak mixture in there. My brush is ready to rock and roll just to assist. And finishing up with dark side on the tyres, topped off with pearl. Got various fairly diluted dark pearl in here for interior, and we got some QDs just in case, just to get that final bit done. And obviously it wouldn't be a proper valet without a dash of that, maybe a little bit of this. And oh, she's getting hoovered, the Amazon Basics hoover. And I'm also going to have a splash of Built Amber Hydrate 80 just to stop this in its tracks. It's starting to look, well, it's starting to bother me because it's visible from outside the car, not just underneath. But anyway, I'm going to try and get them treated a little bit. We're starting to see rust here. Anyway, it's going in for paint over winter, so I'm not going to lose my mind over it. Anyway, going to get the wheels moving, start getting some product on, and I'll make videos of like one wheel, couple of panels, and just sort of condense it all down. Anyway, liberal dousing of Red 7 works just as good as Built Amber. There's not a lot in it, to be honest. I like them both and I interchange, but when I first discovered Auto Smart products quite some time ago, I bought big bottles of everything. So I have a stash. Obviously it all goes up in here, as is always the case, and as per Built Amber products you'll see that start to happen. A little reaction and it goes red. Brake dust, fallout, etc, etc. So we'll get these all doused. You have to watch this bit because I need to collect something from around the other side that I meant to mention at the start of the video. I always like to get the exhaust covered. That way, when you get to the end and you've done Red 7 up the exhaust and a bit of TARDIS up the exhaust, probably some Surfex HD up the exhaust, when you get to the last bit, the dirt just falls off, if there's any left, to use my other hand. Get an arm pump. See, this is why the sprayers are so useful. And I meant to mention, in the IK foamer is a very weak mixture of Surfex HD just to get on the wheels, because again, it's such a nice product, it's so easy to use. A little goes a long way. A very weak mixture, and once I've got this layered up, we'll almost be done on this bit. Ooh. And the other thing I meant to mention was, obviously we'll be using Slim's detailing stubby gun and Amazon cheapy extension. Just works good. Anyway, start getting some more products on. Right, so that's starting to work lovely, as you'd expect. And we'll just get a thin coat of Surfex HD over them all. Always do the mud flaps at the same time and up inside the arches. Like I say, I mixed it really weak. Also, the reason I personally like to layer it up is because the instructions always say on the wheel cleaners, don't let them dry. And a little coat of Surfex does that job perfectly. I'm just going to pause while I pump that up. Right, sorry. No, I don't like to have the pumping of the foamer in the videos. Right, let's just get this in the exhaust as well. That's its second layer. Get the back box all done as well. Last one. And you often find when the IK foamer's half full, there isn't quite as much room for compressed air. So when I've done the demos where I've had 200 ml of product in the bottom, there's huge amounts of space for air. And I guess, you know, it's basic physics. Because there's loads of room for air, it lasts for ages. Right, so TARDIS. I'm going to get this on to get the tar and glue fallout done, because this stuff, as someone comedically said, I think Forensic Detailing channel, they said this stuff takes no prisoners. So again, exhaust gets it, mudguards get it, arches get it, and lower part of the car, and that will be coming straight off because it is strong. I will reiterate, it takes no prisoners. I'm going to put that by the bottle, as it is currently excuse me, unmarked. Right, so let's do them in order. Excuse me, I'm as far away as possible from the pressure washer, so hopefully the noise won't be obnoxious. We'll start getting all that off. Going to spin this round. There we go. And as you can see, that little bit of effort and a couple of quid's worth of product has taken the majority of the manual labour out of doing that. Anyway, we don't need to go over it all. I'm going to whiz round really quick, get the wheels rinsed, get a thin coat of Surfex on them, and then go in with the AD Just Wheels very, very weak mixture. So I'll pause that And oh, as well, once I get the I'll leave the re-tyre to soak as well, give that a scrub. But anyway, I'll get it rinsed first. So as you can see, as I said before, that has taken a majority of the manual labour out. And also, just to note, I've tried not to drench the entire car, just the bits where I had fallout remover, because I've heard that snow foam and citrus pre-wash better when it's got some sort of dust, dirt to cling onto. So next we are going in with a very thin coat of Surfex, little splash of that. Just to keep everything slick and moving. And then we're going in with re-tyre and some scrubbing. So, as per my previous video where I showed this being used, have to go nuts, get that round the rim, and in no time you'll start seeing dirt running off. But we can look at that when I get round all four. This will just get any residual old coatings out of the tyres and any dirt, and we'll have a fresh virgin rubber to apply new dark side and pearl onto. And from previous experience, it does a great job. So that's as easy as that. We'll come round, and as expected, we'll start seeing dirty residue rolling off the wheels. So it's going to go in with a clean, stiff brush. I'm only doing this one, this wheel. We're just going to whiz round, agitate the rubber a little bit, and that's it. Like I say, we were almost clean after the first couple of coats, so no point going mad. And in here, in the bucket, I've just got a very weak mixture of AD Auto Bright Direct Just Wheels, which is sensational. So I think, given where we are with this wheel, I will rinse this straight away, show you how it's looking, pause the camera, and then I'll go off and do the rest. And then we'll get to the fun part, the foam part. Keep that in there. Ooh. Right, easy. And there we have it, one clean wheel, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And just to show the dirt coming off, this one's had a bit more time to dwell. Anyway, I'll get all them done, then it's foam time. I'll be a mo. Right, that's them all done, and the exhaust had another splash and dash. Not bothered agitating it yet. Oh, I might have put the wheel cleaner up its chuff. So, wheels, simplicity. Next, Infinity Wax in the Multi Pro. Very, very diluted. So, oh, it's very, very weak. You can just make out the bubbles on there. So this will just help break down the initial dirt. So I'll get this on. Quite interesting, really. You can see that the sprayer, this one was under half full, and as I was saying earlier, this means that you'll get a longer pump time, and I reckon almost around the whole car. But because I like to be thorough, I'll probably give it a pump and just get over the roof, in all the little nooks and crannies, door handles. Well, as I was saying, I almost made it round. Then, fortuitously, Amazon. Luckily he didn't talk. Amazon delivery driver, that is. Fortunately, he didn't talk. He said, I didn't want to set the dogs off. I was like, don't worry about the dogs, I'm trying to shoot a video. Sorry about the noise. All of a sudden, it's got like Euston Station. This is probably 10, 20 mil of product in here. I use hardly any. But you can see it starting to do its do. And I like getting in all these little nooks and crannies, the bits that you know, sometimes miss. Especially grills, wheel arches, these little bumper grills. The front grille gets loads. Choose the last bit up in the arches. They get plenty of love. During my ownership. Right, that's that bit. Again, should have said at the start. If you want an MJJC foam cannon, check the link in the description. You get 10% off if you use my code. I'm still absolutely blown away by it. Excuse me while I connect. Because I've had such good results using this cannon and this product, I've dialed down half, but obviously got the fan part completely and utterly wrong. Too big. Bit better. Perfect. Another thing to say, actually, just in general usage, just adjusting the fan, adjusting the 360 part, adjusting the concentration, easy peasy. Anyway, probably shouldn't talk too much over this part, but look, 200 ml of product, 800 ml of water, half a turn off maximum setting, absolute perfection. We'll get it covered on camera. Oh, so it's about half. Get this done. Without sounding like a broken record. Exhaust gets another going. Got to stand back a bit to untangle my lead. I think I need to get one of those, you know, the ones that lead untanglers that go in the corners to stop things getting stuck. It's going on my Christmas wish list. Right, finished up. So we'll use the last bit just for all you foam aficionados, and we'll have a look at the thickness. Foamy enough? Nice. I always get asked, how do you make yours like it was in your video? Well, it's different for everyone. Different water, different pressure washer, different cannon. You got to do your tests. But I mean, for me, maybe that's a tiny bit too thick, but I'm enjoying the dwell time. And this, the first panels I put on, probably perfect. I'll just use that up. See that last bit getting used up in there. Because of the flexi hose, and that's done. That is done. Oh, excuse me. Let's go around and have a little look at that. I'm doing a no pause all the way around, just for total completeness. So this is where we began, and as I say, it's doing what you want. It's dripping down. It's having a little cling, bubbling up, dripping down, taking some of the surface dirt with it, which is just what we want. Perfect. Perfect. So it's gone on well. All good. All good. Just about right. The weather makes a massive difference as well. It's kind of sort of close today. Not sunny, just kind of close. And look at that. Super thick layer. Right. We'll start getting that off. I think that's plenty of time. We'll start getting that off. And unless you've watched all my early videos, when you put in the little stubby gun adapter, first work on the floor, because obviously you don't want to shoot that little adapter at your pride and joy. Sorry about that, I had tip failure to go off and find a spare tip. I think I'll shoot this side real speed, and then the rest I'll speed up. But anyway, as anyone who watches the channel will know, I do keep a good coat of Guy wet coat on the car at all times, and she has previously had Chemical Guys ceramic, but that was a good couple of years ago. The Hydro Slick, easy peasy. cheap one, not a proper ceramic installation, just coatings. And I keep her all clean, topped up, etc, etc. Why? She looks semi hydrophobic already, but the autoglym does do a good job. Lovely. Right, that's a pre-rinse. So we're now going in with autoglym polar wash. The reason is, as I've explained before, when you spray the wash onto the car and it's covered like a snow foam, you can see exactly where you've manually rinsed with the mitt. So when you wipe it off here, you know you're done. Move on to the next panel, you know you're done. Anyway, and you only need one rinsing bucket, but I prepared all of them today just because I was being hyper organised and I wanted to be out here, shoot a proper good solid in-depth car cleaning video. So polar wash next, and I'll read that, you look at the Forester. It says it can be used at various dilutions, 50-50. No way. Oh no, they don't suggest over 50-50. Well, I'm not using that much. We will go in with, I'm going to go with 150 ml. There. And if this doesn't cover the car, I'll eat my hat. That's that. Let me go and get the cap. Right, weighted silicone hose in, half twist system done, don't lose that. Note to self, must put that in pocket. Just going to give that a nip. Done. Apologies, I need a cameraman, maybe one day. Right, we're fully engaged. I'm going in on max. Let's have a little look. There we are. Sorry about that. Oh, the hose. Shoot me. There. Right, I'll get that on. going to get to a point for the last bit, just because get it in there. Saves me having to move. Right, tools down, and as I say, now commence one bucket method. It's one less step. The soap's on there, you know the soap's good. You can't go wrong with autoglym. Let's just do a quick example of what I was saying. So I've mopped up there and up there, all good. So now I know I don't need to go there, and I can see the bits that do need doing. So splosh in and continue. As easy as that. That's that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we know that side's done. Part of the bonnet's done. Bucket here. So I'm using my hand to grab my mitt. Missed a bit. Straight lines, obviously. Not going to need a lot of work, is it? You've seen how much pre-prep's gone into it. There's going to be little to no manual work. Get the glass, then we're going for rinse, mitt rinse. Make sure there's no contaminants on my paw. All good. I'll get the roof done first this time. Straight lines, and we're in. Roof rails. Don't care too much. There was a tiny particle or two on the mirror. Push around there. Splash on the glass. I think we're getting on to penultimate mitt rinse. Inside the door handles. Fingers in the grooves where the lower door panels are. Door handle. Then we go last one. Boot. Quick go on the spoiler. Under. Wiper up. Shan't be going in the exhaust with this cloth. That's for sure. Just around the outside is fine. Little tickle around the badges. And as I said, we know we're done. Just going to go in the scuttle. As you'll have seen in some of my other videos, the scuttle had a mini resto, so we keep her nice and clean. Just in case I didn't. Inside the mirror. And that was that. Easy. You can tell what she's going to look like. She's going to be clean. Right. Where's that nozzle? Here she is. What have we got? White one, 40 degrees. Same procedure as always. Insert. Wait for the click. Test on the floor. Good practice. I didn't mean to stop it. I just meant to wake the camera up. Anyway, I'll get that rinsed off camera and then we'll start getting the polar seal on. See you in a moment. So, sorry, wrong one. Instructions say for polar seal, 40 ml into at least 200 ml of water. 40 ml is 4 capfuls. I've got hardly any in there. I'm going to put a tiny bit more on. I reckon I've got about 30 ml. I'm going to put a tiny bit more in, and I mean tiny. It specifically says there is no benefit putting more in, into at least 200 ml of water. I'm trying to watch through the viewfinder. And I normally like to set this to about 1 turn back from full to begin, obviously to make sure that you are able, excuse the view, to get round the whole vehicle. Ooh, apologies. Let's look at FOS, shall we? Happy. Right. 1 whole turn off a full. Quick test squirt. Perfect. And this is just cover the car. That's it. Get the fan open. And as you'll have seen in my previous review, it goes on a bit like milk. So we're going to get a nice covering. All over. Plenty left in the gun. Dial up half a turn more concentration. Like I say, goes on like milk. Smells like heaven. Get it up there. And that is it. Lovely. And it pretty much starts working straight away. Right, you know what's going to happen. You know the drill. autoglym doing his thing. Get some great beading. Drying's going to be easy, as we know. I'm going to whiz around with the woolly mammoth.
Surprise, surprise. They just want to fight you all the time.
Right, I'll get it finished up and dry, and then we'll start getting into some of the niggly trim bits and get the tyres done. I'll do the hoover off camera. See you in a moment. Right, that is autoglym 3-stage process complete, and as you can see, the paint's got a lovely shine about her. Just going round, getting the last few straggly drips, which always occur. Same spot, same place. Door handles, bottom of the door, run off, bottom of the skirt. So I'm not going to do the rust treatment today because it needs to be bone dry for that. So get round these last few drips, show you the final product for me today. Under there always sits up there. Door handles one last time. Make sure the glass is done. Second time around the mirrors. Usual drippy spots on this side. Body kit, plastic trims, any last bits in there. Grills, headlights, any last bits up in here. Always get a little drip there. Get that. There's always a residual bit behind the number plate, this grill, and there. So that is autoglym 3-step process complete, and here's the surprise product. It has been a long day and I have got tons of stuff to put away. So, revised plan: up early, hoovering, tyre dressing, dash dressing, exhaust polish, any necessary QDs in all the shuts, a little bit of air freshener, and get her finished up. But she's looking fabulous. Let's hope for not loads and loads of wind tonight and loads of tree seeds, pollen, sap, whatever flies off them and gets stuck all around the car. So I'll get that finished off in the morning. Right, so just this lot left to go. Dark side on tyres, topped off with pearl, various sprays of pearl for the interior, little bit of angel wax once I've finished. Tyre applicator pad, microfiber, just to get the mud flaps and some exterior plastics done. Anyway, so last night, once I was tidying up, I just went round and did quick detailer in all the door trims, just a quick one. And this morning I've buzzed over her with a hoover, so everything's looking nice and clean. I'd only recently done the interior, so there wasn't a great deal to do. Right, let's get some spray. I'll throw that there. And we'll start going in with get the pearl part done on the trims, and then I can shut the door, get on with the last bit of the outside. Good thing with pearl is, you know, it's not a horrible greasy silicone based cleaner like the old school stuff that we'd all remember. It's nice and neutral and just gives it a nice sheen, nothing too dramatic. Oh yeah, and I was thinking last night whilst trying to sleep, start getting the rubbers done, because when the cold and frost sets in, having these liberally coated in some kind of shiny cleaner will help prevent the windows getting frozen to the rubbers, which I discovered very early on in my Subaru ownership. I bought mine in November, nearly 5 years ago, and as soon as we got a frost, that was it. I thought, I'm never getting in, I'm never getting in. And at the time I was using Future Armour, what's it called, like a SiO2 based cleaner, which I was raving about at the time. Can't remember the name of it at the moment. Anyway, yes, I coated all the rubbers with that. I'll never look back, unless it's absolutely really freezing. No drama. So it's a good tip. Keep them rubbers nice and soft. Right, I think I'll do this bit. I'd greased all the nuts around here when I first got the car, so I mean, I've got a pocket full of pads, but as I've said many times, I'm stingy or cautious, so you know, I don't want to run over the greasy part and have to get another pad. And I always make notes of bits that, you know, could do with a bit of additional TLC, but there's time for that. If anyone's got a pristine one of these for sale, I want it. I know it's a never ever seen, but I have some scratches where people haven't been careful. Here, 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 and there. Or where people have been throwing a sizable load into the boot and scratched it. done. Nice. I know what you're saying to the camera. You done that bit? Excuse me. This is a really weak mixture of pearl, and a good opportunity to say, really, I've had the pearl since I first reviewed it on the channel about 6 months ago, and it's one of those products that if it ran out, I'd be replacing that instantaneously. I use it every clean on something or other. It's used for tyres, engine bay, dash. Does a really nice job on my steering wheel. So I wouldn't be without that now. I have to shake my cloth. There's a little bit of hair got on the cloth. I tend to take my dog in the car every Saturday to my mum's when I go and do gardening, and she's a short-haired dachshund, or smooth-haired dachshund, but with winter coming, she has been giving up a small amount of hair. You can see there next on my list. Change them, reset the window position. Could do getting a toothpick, really, get it down there, but I'll get the off camera. I'll fold a corner of the cloth and jam that in there. He's saying, I want some. In my head, anyway. These rubbers done. And these, sorry. Oh, I hate getting in the car when it's pristine. You know, mid cleaning. Let's do the pad down here, so I don't end up with spray everywhere. I don't know why there's dust up there. Let's give that a shake. Could do with going in those again, which I will do. Oh, I know why there's dust up. It's because I had a windscreen, isn't it? New windscreen. Last Monday. Come on, Fozzie. There you come. Always, as you may have seen on my channel, I restored my fascia, rubbed it all down, painted it, and whilst it's not perfect, it was a sort of, you know, a weekend task. I don't want to do it again right now unless I have to. So I try not to introduce any new scratches on the fascia. We're getting loads inside the handbrake gaiter. As I say, it does work nice on leather. You can have an extra bit, fine. That looks like a new scratch. Is it only me that can see that? Hope it wasn't that glass fitter. There'll be trouble. Right, down here. Round here, probably an unusual place to clean. But while we've got time, why not? Right, I'm going round. Done that door. Let's go an extra bit on here. Always looks a bit dull. I think that part could definitely deal with some neat pearl. I know you shouldn't do that, but I think there'll be time for that to dry before I'm driving it. Let's get these bits done. Rubbers. I keep it all pretty clean in here, so it's not a huge challenge. Steering wheel's gonna want to be refurbished soon, I think. Probably gonna get one from Royal Steering Wheels. The idea was that I'd like to send this one away and have it refurbished, check, and then put it in a box and keep that for if I ever sell the car, for total originality. And then I was going to get a Royal Steering Wheels Alcantara one, and I was probably going to have Alcantara here with the 12 o'clock strip, leather on these sections that you hold most often, that part, and Alcantara down the bottom. That was my plan. I will do that when I get round to it. I'd like to get this done as well, but I'm not sure if you can get them off. Right, that's the inside. Let's get some more splodge on the cloth. And we'll get these trims done. Slowly but surely I'll work around these bits where there's been dirt hiding, just to, again, I like to look after her, keep her as, sorry about the camera angle, keep her as perfect as possible for as long as possible, which I know may not be forever. Who knows? Not that I'm selling her, but having had the Fiesta, I know how hard it is to keep a car perfect forever. So let's just get in there. Nice. Excuse me. Right, I'm going to let these dwell a bit. Lovely. I know you're saying he's crazy. Yep, inside as well. Keeps it nice and supple. Oh, that's my plan anyway. I always think you keep the plastic nice and supple and it'll last a bit longer. Might be completely and utterly wrong. Right, let's get this angled up. Sorry. These dirty marks are where I've put Lano Guard on before, and I've been underneath spraying up the entire car and not realised on a boiling hot day, once it all gets warm, it all slides down the mud flaps. But it's a good sign. It sticks well. Like that. I know it's a bit lazy doing that, but I find if you do that, spray it in, you don't get much on the paint, if any, and it's pearl, it's not going to do any damage. Bit on the tyres won't matter, won't harm things, and that's that. Right, tyre applicator pad. Let's get into that bit, shall we? I'm going to do one on camera, dark side, and then I'll get round and do the rest. Sorry, I need a pour. Not the greatest place to stand it, hey? That just about works. So, standard procedure. 1, 2, 3, 4 dots on there. Definitely standing that down somewhere more comfortable. GoPro up. Pad. And then we just push around and dark side it up. I'm going to need more. Let's find a spot for the camera. There we go. Bit more organised now. I suppose if I was a true professional, I'd move the car forward to do the bit at the bottom. But I can do that, you know. Oh, tomorrow morning, or next time I move the car. So that's pearl, sorry, dark side. Dark side on there, looking amazing as always, and then we'll just top it off with neat pearl, and that I find gives a nice finish. I haven't looked at the counter on the GoPro yet, so I don't know how long this entire video is going to be. If you make it to the end, thanks for sticking in. This is definitely going to be one of those. Stick it on, have a beer, have a coffee, have a cuppa, whatever's your poison. So that's that. Lovely, 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 lovely. I did ceramic the front of the tyres yesterday, just with wheels, just with a QD. So that's all looking nice. That bit looks all good and presentable. I'll go around and get the others done, and then we'll wrap this one up. And we're done. Right. Let's get a few squirts in. And then we'll have a look around it all blows away. Essential part of the process, this. Probably psychologically reminds you every day for a few days or maybe 2 weeks how much hard work you put in. Right, interior, lovely, pearly, Carpro Pearl factory look. No sticky, mats nice, gator nice, fascia, everything all good. All good. Seats looking good. Steering wheel's come up a treat. Look at that side in a moment. This is the part I hate. I'm always trying not to put sticky paw prints on any parts, which I have. Back's good. Can't beat the back, can you? I don't think it's seen much activity in its life before I bought it. I think the first owner was a doctor. Had a bit of money. Nice private plate on it. Indicates to me probably had a bit of money. And second owner was an old gentleman. Bit sort of avant-garde, if you like. But very, very nice. I missed a bit. I'll get that. Very, very nice. And then me. And that was one of the things that clinched it for me, really. Because, yeah, the older gentleman was sympathetic to the car's requirements. He didn't just get in it and beat it to death. He looked after it, warmed it up, took a nice slow outward bound journey, then opened it up, and it was nice. Last but not least, I need to get that full Chemical Guys material clean. On the video I did the other day, I cleaned this bit that was previously kind of dull and dead like that, and I only cleaned the bases for the video, so I need to get round and do all the seats because that was highly successful. All looking lovely. As we all know, it's a wonderful place to be. Exterior's nowhere near as good as I wanted. I knew I should have wrapped it up last night. Just a night sat in the atmosphere. Black tends to pick up little spots and bits and bobs, and it was soaked this morning and everything was sticking to it. Anyway, so we finished here. I only QD'd a little bit, just the shuts, and then any smudges I created this morning while I was doing tyres and scuttle. We'll get into a headlight restoration. I did test some Mjjc's Plast RX the other day and it was fabulous. So whilst they're not perfect, they are better. So we'll go through a full process on them. Those look great. Saw a smudge. Saw a smudge. Been round and done hydrate 80 on here and just around the inner lip just to stop or slow the progress. As I say, I'm not too worried about that. As soon as I do a deal with myself when I can live without the car for 4 to 6 weeks, then I will put it in for paint. But it's a difficult one. I don't want to be without it. I didn't polish the outside of the exhaust. Oh, sorry, the inside. It's looking alright though. Looking alright down there. All good. Fos from her best angle. Gonna have a go with these. I don't know if this has happened to anyone else, but these have just gone really dull. So I'm probably gonna get a DAS 6 Pro, I think it is. DA, and just buzz round that. And all the flaps come up good, tyres come up good, pearls dried up nicely on top of the CarPro dark side. And I went all up inside the arches as well with a little bit of, just a little spray, extra spray of pearl. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. That's a long player. As I say, if you made it to the end, well done. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Foz enjoyed being on it. There's not going to be a me in the camera goodbye today because I've not long been up and I've got a bit of bed head. Anyway, thank you for watching as always. Thanks for tuning in as always. Thanks for all your support, comments, subscriptions, likes, etc, etc, etc. If you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing, smashing that bell button so you get notifications when I put up more content, of which there is more to come. Fiesta, she's coming, I'm working on it. Just needed to get this done today. Anyway, thanks for watching as always. Take care, see you again soon. Bye bye.